Hello everyone, I know I probably look like I'm coming out of an 80s movie because this is I've been on YouTube for like 5 years and I still haven't got around to filming this because I'm not really big on hair. I don't think hair is really my forte, and I don't even know if I really I have to be honest, I don't enjoy doing my hair at all. And so I've always kind of like put it off, but I had some time this morning before I go out and meet my cousin, so I thought I would just really quickly film me doing my hair. And like I said, I don't enjoy it. I have really this is my natural hair texture, so my natural hair, and you've seen if you've watched my previous videos that I don't ever have my hair like this. It's just not, I don't know, I know lots of people say, oh, your hair's so pretty, it's so curly. This is literally it just washed. It has air dried ever so slightly, so that's why it's even more frizzy, because it just has a natural frizz to it, but it is very, very curly, especially the ends. Like these bits here at the bottom, they get super curly, and as you can see my hair has gotten quite long, but when it's curly it kind of shrinks a little bit. But the reason I don't like doing my hair is because it takes quite a while, because now it's long as well, and it takes a while to get it to like a straighter or a wavy texture. So I'm going to go from curly to straight to then wavy. So I do apply quite a lot of heat to my hair. Unfortunately, that's just something that I do. There's not really a lot I can do to change that. But I don't say I do this like every day, and most of the time for work, the reason I think my hair has grown so much is because I do just tie my hair up, and then I tend to just straighten like the front if I have to, and some of the bits at the end, and that's like about it. So I only really tend to do this whole step probably twice a week when I wash my hair, and then I kind of touch it up the next day sometimes if I just want to tong it, or if I just want to straighten it up a little bit. So I guess I try not to use heat if I don't really have to. So first thing I do is I use a heat protectant. I recently went into one of those like hair shops, and I asked the ladies like what's really good at the moment, because like I said, have no clue about hair whatsoever, and she said this is really good, and it's the Redken 5th Avenue heat styling spray, and she said it was good because it doesn't really leave your hair sticky, which I agree it doesn't. So I always use this when I first go to do my hair. So I just spray it. I don't have a mirror, so I'm using my screen. If you guys are interested in my top and in my jewellery, I will link it down below, because I know someone's going to ask me. I wanted to wear something fun in this video. Okay, so that's that. And then I swear by a Tangle Teezer. Sorry, it's still got hair in it because I can't really get it all out. I just swear by these. It's the only thing that really brushes my hair. And you guys can see probably now I have quite a lot of frizz to my hair, but I do have to brush it out in order to then straighten it. So this is going to go so poofy. And to blow dry my hair, or to just dry it, I use the GHD, I don't know, like blow dryer, and I was sent this ages ago and it is amazing. I sometimes have like the nozzle on it to reduce the frizz, but I don't actually find it does that much of a difference. So I literally just blast dry my hair with this. Again, not great for your hair, but I have to do it. I have a lot of hair. And then we can get on to straightening it. So I'm just going to speed this bit up. I might not even film the whole bit of it. So here we go. So what I'm going to do, which is going to make it blow up even more, is brush it a little bit. As you can see, my hair isn't actually all that knotty because I do try and use good conditioner on it. So I don't use leave-in conditioner or anything, but I do try and use I'm just facing this way because I've got a mirror. I do try and use a good conditioner on it, but I haven't mentioned it to you guys, and I don't know if lots of you guys will know about this, but I am back on a medicine called Roaccutane, which is, I'll get into it probably in another video, but essentially what it can do is dry out your hair also, as well as sort of drying out your skin in general. So I have found since I'm on it, I am finding my hair, like my actual hair, not just my scalp, is very dry. So if it looks quite rubbish, that's also probably another reason. And I also do really need it cut. It looks so bad. But not all born with what we want. Don't you guys find that like loads of people, when they've got curly hair, they want straight hair, and then if you've got straight hair, you want curly hair? I'd love to be blessed with just like a wave, like a really nice natural wave. But I don't have that. Let me know if you guys think, like, if there's any hairdressers out there, if I would benefit from a keratin blowout, because I've always thought of getting one, but You hear such mixed reviews. Now we get to the fun bit, and it's where I start separating my hair. If I don't separate it and I just go to straighten it, I find that I miss loads of bits, so I do have to try and separate it. So I am going to look into my mirror, but you guys I'm sure can see what I'm doing. I take a tooth comb brush like that, and what I like to do is start off probably at my, I like to start off at my ears and just separate my hair into a half and then push it up. For straighteners, I use GHDs. Mine are so old. I don't even know how old they are. They must be like 5 years old. I know people have differing opinions on them, but I personally really like them, so I just let them warm up. I leave these bits out because those are like one of the first bits that I try and straighten. And then I first take my Tangle Teezer. I don't apply more heat protectant. I don't know if people think I probably should, but my hair does get weighed down by product very, very easily. So if I keep loading it with loads of product, it just doesn't, that means they're ready. It just doesn't work out. Another thing that I use is this brush. You must be thinking like, what the hell? And again, I've had this for ages. Shirley recommended it to me ages ago, and it really does work if you've got thick, coarse hair, which I do, and it gets very, very frizzy. And what it almost acts as is like a straightener. So can you guys see? It almost just looks like the hair straightener, but I like to use it as I straighten my hair to keep it smooth. So I'm gonna just separate it, and like I said, the smaller the pieces, the easier. Sometimes when I'm lazy, I just leave like quite big chunks, but for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna try and be good. So again, I'm doing this from the monitor as well as my mirror. I like to take my baby hairs and straighten those out because I like these to look quite natural, so I tend to like let it cool and then pop it behind my ear so it looks more natural. Then I take a piece of hair that I have brushed with my Tangle Teezer. I take this brush, which I got this from Sally's, by the way. I don't know if I can find like places that do it, but if I do, I'll link some down below. But I don't know what you would call this, so if anyone does know, then let me know. I take my straightener, and as you can see, I go down, and then I go at the end. And then again. And I like to really go down to the end because that's what leaves it really, really smooth. Can you guys see? And it means that I'm going through it less and less. So then I take the other piece and I do the same thing. And I go down, and that just, can you guys hear? There's no snapping, there's no, that was quite a small piece of hair, so I'm going through the other bit again, but it doesn't, do you know what I mean? It doesn't tug or anything, and then look how straight that is compared to that bit, like much better. And it just does really make it easy. If you don't have a brush like that, I would still recommend, I couldn't find it, I would still recommend you could do it with like a tooth comb brush, and as you go down, I like to have a brush to go down with because it just keeps it smooth. If you just go down with a straightener, I find I have to like go through again and go through again and go through again. It's just really tedious. So again, I did brush this out before. I'm going to do my baby hair because like we said, I can pin that back then. So this one's cooled down now, so I'm just going to pin it back so it starts to kind of mould to the shape of my ear, if that even makes sense. And then I'm going to take my brush again. This is quite a big chunk of hair, so this might not work as well, and you'll see it won't work as well on bigger chunks. And I'm going really slow for the purpose of this video, but I do tend to go a bit faster. Can you guys see? It's really nice and smooth. I'm going to take my Tangle Teezer, brush that out. I am looking in the viewfinder a lot in this video, guys. I'm really sorry. I know people hate that, but I don't have a mirror. This setup isn't fantastic. But again, we're going to do the same thing. Take a chunk of hair, and then, and like I said, the bottom end is really important. So I do go through that because that's where I find I get curly the quickest, is like the ends. Like that. Take the next bit. If you have a Sally's or like a hair shop, just go and ask them for the hair straightening brush. But honestly, if I'm ever a multimillionaire, the one thing and the one thing only I never want to have to do is my own hair. Like, I find it really tedious. I love doing my makeup, but I hate doing my hair. So let down the very mane again. Find again another spot. So I probably start off, I started at my ears, I'm going to go about here and push back and then pull it up. And you guys can see, like, look at all that frizz. And it doesn't help obviously that it's coloured and that I was blonde and then I had black hair and then now I've got brown hair and it's gone lighter again at the ends, but my hair's definitely not in the best condition. Go right to the end. Ah, like that is really straight. To grab onto the back bits, I tend to take my tangle teaser and bring it to the front because I like to get it at the root. That's what I'm doing now. I'll show you guys from the back. And then I try and feel out the root. Then we're getting onto the top part, and again we're going to section out the parts that I want to straighten because it's easier. So I'm just taking it from here, one frizzy bit, and then this side. And then I like to push these bits back to behind my ear as I straighten, because again I never like my hair to look like I've gone and straightened it. I like it to look like it's my natural hair, which it isn't. Like, look at the comparison. It's crazy. So again, I try and concentrate really close to the hairline because this is the main bit that we want straight. Remember, I want to get this bit really straight because these bits tend to curl up. Like that. And sometimes I kind of turn them in, but because I'm going to use the tong, it doesn't really matter. But like I said, I like it to have a bit of a, it's my hair, I didn't just straighten it kind of look. But that's pretty straight. I'm going to take the next bit. I find this side easier to do than this side. It's like kind of like when you do your eyebrows or your makeup, like I prefer one side to the other. So sometimes this side I tend to do with the tooth comb for some reason. It just, don't know why. Just this bit doesn't want to ever cooperate with me. And I can see I do have a few kinks, so I'm going to just go turn around for you guys. I probably have loads, but do I, Lia?
You've got like none.
I feel like I do.
You actually got none.
And I take my finger and I go through my hair. And ta-da! So like I said to you guys, this is not really how I like to leave it. This is quite pin straight for me, especially kind of like here at the top. So if I was to wear this, if I was to leave my hair straight, what I would do now is what I'm probably going to show you guys at the end, which is like my serum. So where I would put serum just at the bottom of my hair to keep it sleek, because if I went out now into the humid, very wet English weather, my hair would just poof out. It would not stay like this at all. But that's what I would do. But I don't really like it like this. This is too sleek for me, unless I'm going for that kind of... So now we're going to get onto the more fun part, which is the part that I like to do, and that's the wand curling bit. So I like my hair to be a little bit wavy, so what I like to do is to curl it in the method where you wave it. I like to leave a bit at the end so that the end bits are a little bit straight, so it looks more unkept and kind of, I don't know, a little bit more lived in. I go through phases with the tongs that I like to use, but ultimately I do really like to use my GHDs now. I find that that's it turning on, so I'm just going to let it turn on. It takes like no time. Again, I was sent those ages and ages ago, and I love them. They give that kind of, like I said, that beachy wave, that's it telling me that it's on. Like, it took 6 seconds. And they do loads of different ones. I just really like those. They just give me the perfect wave that I like. But there are other ones from Babyliss that I do really like, so I will link those below in case you guys are interested. But I just go through phases, and at the moment I'm loving those. We're gonna part my hair again. I take the wand, and I know that most people, if they like a really pretty curly look, they tend to curl away from your face. So if you want a really like more prom curl kind of look, it's not really my thing, but you can curl away from your face, so I can show you guys what that means. But because I like my hair to look like it's my natural wave, I do really like mess it about a little bit. So I do like one going away from my face, one going towards my face, and so on and so forth. But I do try and keep the places that are right in front of my face all going away. That's just my look, that's just what I'm into. The best thing about this is that this bit I can touch all here, so it makes it really easy for straightening. I don't wear a glove, I probably should, but this makes it really easy. So I'm going to take a section about that much, maybe that's a bit thick. Like I said, if I'm in a rush, like I'll just do it, whatever. And I just wrap, and can you guys see I leave some, and then I release. And that's what I get. So just a really pretty wave. I try not to touch it so that it cools down. And then can you guys see the ends of it are a little bit straight, which I like. You don't have to do that, but if you want the look that I get in this video, then that's what you do. So again, leave a little bit out. And I don't really like I said, pay too much attention to these bits because they're at the bottom of my hair. They're not gonna, they're not like the focus. The focus is gonna be the top. And now that was all away from my face, and this is towards. So look at where I place the tong. I place it there, and I go wrap forwards. And that means that it's going towards my face, which again, I just think it messes it up and makes it look a bit more interesting. And then I let go. Normally I'm listening to loads of music when I do this, but for the purpose of this video I can't do that. And then I release. And again, it's a really pretty curl. Leave it to one side. I'm going to do this towards my face now, so the tong is going in front, and I push forward. And can you guys see the angle that I leave the tong at? I don't leave it like that, I leave it facing the thinnest edge towards me. Don't know why, I just think it makes the curl look prettier. So we've got into the top part of my hair, and we're going to start off. It's always going to go away from my face, and I don't like it to do it too high up on where my scalp is. I like to go down kind of around here. And I do like to keep this on for a little bit longer because this, like I said, is one of the main curls because it's at the front. Like that. Sometimes I have to go over those because I'm not happy with them. Don't know if I was happy with that one. Okay, this is another section. Again, these are all going to go away until we get to the back of my hair where I don't mind doing some towards my face. Oh, the struggle. And as you can see, this method of leaving a bit out means that you're never really too close to the heat. So that's why I don't really wear gloves. So those are there. Now these bits that are kind of far away, I don't mind going towards my face, so that's what I'm doing here. Let them cool again, but as you can see that's so much more volume than like there. But the only thing is with my hair, because it's very fluffy in texture, I do find that it always looks better the next day. So today it's still going to be a bit flat and the curls are going to fall a little bit, but if I was to do this tomorrow and like touch it up, it would look so much better. And then when it comes to the back bits, we're going to do the same as before. I'm going to just take them from the back and try and curl them. So just take some sections. And what I like to do is I like to let this cool down a little bit as I walk around, and then I'm going to get my hair serum and put some hair serum through it, and then I'm also going to put a little bit of spray in it, but not a lot, because like I said, I don't want my hair to get too weighed down. But that is kind of it until I zhuzh it up a little bit. I'm just going to go through and find some pieces that I want to add to. So I do want to add to this front bit because I don't think it's curly enough. So I'm just redoing him. He's the bane of my life, he is. This is it. This is it now. So for hair serums, I kind of gravitate towards two, but for today I'm going to use this, and this is from that same brand that I love, and it's System Professional Luxe Oil Reconstructor Elixir with keratin protection, and the smell of this is so nice, but you really don't need a lot, it's quite heavy. So that's probably another reason why I find my hair gets weighed down a bit. But if I don't do this step, my hair will literally frizz up to the like millionth degree. Crazy there. And then I'm just going to go and get my oil, which is just here. Sorry, not oil. This is my, it's the texturizing hairspray, and it's by that brand Way. I don't know, it's by Jen Atkin, I think that's her name, from the Kardashians' hairdresser, who I really like. But you guys can see how much more, I don't know how much more body my hair has after I've waved it. And I'm just going to go and, I really like the smell of this. It's very pleasant. It's like a powdery smell. Don't really know if it does much, but because my hair is freshly washed, I do like it to have a tiny bit of texture. But that is kind of it. That is my waving routine, my waving hair routine, going from completely curly to then straight to then this kind of wave. So let me know if you guys thought this video was helpful at all. I really actually did end up enjoying filming it actually, which I'm astounded by. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a bit different for me, but finally after 5 years you guys have seen how I get my hair straight and wavy. So I love you guys lots. Take care of yourselves. Bye.